friends, welcome to your own YouTube channel Solution for All. Friends, in my previous video I have explained you about data handling. So what is data? If you keep information, any information of a group in the form of numbers, that is called data. But these numbers are in a haphazard way. It is not either in ascending order or descending order. So these numbers are raw data, but when we arrange these data in a proper manner, that is called data handling. Data handling can be done by different methods. So I have explained you about different types of graphs used for data handling. First one was pictograph, second one is bar graph, third one is line graph, fourth one is pie chart or circle chart. So I have explained you about pictograph also. In this video you will know about bar graph. What is exactly bar graph? Bar graph is the shape of a rectangle. It is a rectangular shape graph, and this graph is used to represent data. When you try to keep the record of the data, when you want to see the data that what particular thing in which year, what particular thing has happened in which number, that you can keep in record with the help of a bar graph. Let's see in detail. So bar graph, for any graph, scale is important. Here in bar graph, three things are more important. First one is called a scale, second one axis, third one title of the graph. So what is a scale? In my previous video I have explained you about that pictograph. I have taken one example of trees planted by Mr. Sinha, and there are a number of, the number of trees was very large number it was. So we cannot represent all tree on a particular, on a paper. So I have made a scale. For one tree symbol I have used 2 trees. So that is called a scale. Here scale, how can you write? You can write 1 unit is equal to, it is according to your convenience. We will see the data and then according to that we will fix the unit. Second one is axis. For any bar graph, for any graph, axis is important, especially for bar graph and line graph. Here we are discussing about bar graph. So for bar graph, axes are important. These 2 axes are there. First one is x axis and second one is y axis. Fine. And title of the graph. What is title of the graph? You see the name of a story. You see the name of a book. Similarly, when you draw a graph, you need to give a name. You need to give a title. That is called title of a graph. Now, we will see this bar graph with an example. Example is Arya, the owner of a restaurant, wants to keep the record of food items sold on Saturday. Name of the items are paneer hot pan, sizzlers and pasta. Paneer hot pan was liked by 100 people. Sizzlers was liked by 75 people. Pasta was liked by 60 people. Now the turn is there for scaling. Now observe 100, 75 and 60. All these numbers come in the table of 5. So we can use the scale, like what will be our scale? 1 unit is equal to 5 people. What will be our scale? 1 unit is equal to 5 people. Now start drawing the bar graph. So for drawing bar graph, first of all, you will draw a horizontal line or sleeping line. You will draw a horizontal line or sleeping line. Fine. So what is horizontal line here? This one is horizontal line. Draw this horizontal line and put arrow. This is called x axis. This is called x axis. Now draw vertical line. Vertical line. This is called arrow, this is called y-axis. Fine. So two axes are there, and the meeting point of these two axes, that is called origin, and we represent it at 0. Fine. Now the third thing is that now scaling. What is scaling here? 1 unit is equal to 5 people. So this is 1 unit. We will write here 5, second, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and this one 95, and this one 100. Fine. So I have drawn this scale. Now the next work is there, paneer hot pan, that is for 100 people. Paneer hot pan liked by 100 people. So we will go to 100. We will go here 100 and take that horizontal line. We will put a mark here, one mark here, and then join it with the help of scale. Can you see this? It is in a rectangular form. Fine. This is in a rectangular form, bar. Now come to the second data, sizzlers, that is liked by 75 people. So go to 75, put a imaginary line, means that should be dotted line. That is just for our convenience to find out where is 75. Now point and then draw the graph. Point and then draw the graph. So I have pointed here. Now the third one is pasta. Pasta liked by 60 people. So again dotted line, check where is 60. Now put a point, put points and then just join. Now this one is for pasta. Fine. Now this paneer hot pan I am writing in short, that is PHP. Now second one is sizzlers, I am writing in short, that is S. And pasta I am writing in short, that is P. Fine. So these are the food items. Now on x-axis I have shown the name of items. So I will write here name of items. So it will be very easy to identify. Okay, this name of items are written on x-axis, and this side number is there, means we will write number of people liked. Fine. This one. Fine. So these three things, and scale. Scale I have used 1 unit is equal to 5 people. So you have to mention here scale, that is 1 unit is equal to 5 people. That is very, very important, because without a scale your graph is incomplete. Whenever you draw graph, you have to keep in mind that graph should be drawn with the help of pencil. Second thing, unit always you have to mention. Third thing is that axis should be there, x-axis, y-axis. In x-axis you will put name of items, name of things, means it will be in words, and when in y-axis you will put numbers, means how many things are given to someone or how many things have done. Fine. So all these number part you will write on y-axis and name part you will write on x-axis. This is called vertical bar graph. You can see that why it is called vertical bar graph, because bars are in a standing mode. Bars are in a standing mode. Now the next turn is there, that is title of the graph. So what should be the title of the graph? Title of the graph will be items liked by people. For items liked by people. So you try to give the name of title of graph in 4 to 5 words, not more than that. Fine. So this is bar graph. By you seeing this bar graph, you can easily identify that yes, number of people means most of the people like for which one? Paneer hot pan. And the people liked by pasta, people liked pasta, they are less. So the manager, the owner can improve in ingredients, improve in his product, and then selling can be increased. So these are the benefits of drawing a bar graph. Fine. The same data you can use to make a horizontal bar graph also. You can see this horizontal bar graph. In this horizontal bar graph, what you have to do, you have to write numbers on x-axis and names on y-axis. Only that much change is there, no any change. You can see that here the bars are showing in sleeping line horizontal mode. So this is called horizontal bar graph, and this first one is called vertical bar graph. So by using same data, you can draw horizontal bar graph or vertical bar graph. The basic difference between horizontal bar graph and vertical bar graph is that horizontal bar graph means numbers are on y-axis. Vertical bar graph, numbers are on y-axis and names are on x-axis. And in horizontal bar graph, numbers are on x-axis and names are on y-axis. Fine. Now we will see double bar graph. What is double bar graph? Now we will see double bar graph. So the question is, Arya, the owner of a restaurant, wants to keep the record of food items sold on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, the items sold: paneer hot pan, that was 100 plates, sizzlers 75 plates, and pasta 60 plates. On Sunday, Arya observed that number of plates for hot pan, that is 150, number of plates of sizzlers, that is 90, and number of plates of pasta, that is 100. So she wants to keep records, both the records on Saturday's record and Sunday's record on one bar graph. So how can she keep? So she has to make double bar graph. So here you can observe that it is like 5 stable and here it is 10 stable. So what we will do? We will do 1 unit is equal to 5 people only. Why we will do 1 unit is equal to 5 people? Because we have to match both these. Though this can be done with the help of the table of 10 also, but here this cannot be done by the help of table 10. So one more thing we can do, that thing is that 1 unit is equal to 15 people. That also we can do. Our graph, if we have a small graph paper, then our unit should be big. So here we will use 1 unit is equal to 15 people. No, we cannot use 1 unit is equal to 15 people because 100 cannot go by 15. So here you have to use only 1 unit is equal to 5 people. So here we will write 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, then 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145 and 150. So our graph has been adjusted now. Now we have to do what we have to do. This is name of items. So name of item paneer hot pan, that is 100. So first of all we will make the chart of Saturday. So chart of Saturday, that is 100. First of all we will make graph for Saturday. I have made this bar graph. This is for Saturday for 100 people. Fine. Now Sizzlers for 75 people. Sizzlers for 75. We will make, keep distance for making another bar graph. So just see here. This one is of Saturday and next one is of 60. So keep distance and make the bar graph. This one. So you have to keep in mind that distance between two bar graphs should also be same. It should not be different. So this is the item. This is paneer hot pan, PHP. This is Sizzlers, S, and this one is pasta. So this one is the menu of Saturday. It was sold on Saturday. Now we will see that how it sold on Sunday. So Sunday, number of plates we will find out. How can we find out? Just see. Here 150 plates are there. So we will make one bar graph here close to this one. So one bar graph at 150. We will make this one. This is called double bar graph. Fine. So the color you are seeing in green, that is on Sundays, and the color you are seeing in black, that is for Saturday. Now on Saturday, Sizzlers was 90. So go to 90 and then just draw the line. Fine. So this is for Sizzlers, and next one 100 for, that is pasta. So I have made this one. Fine. So now you can observe that the selling of paneer hot pan, the selling of Sizzlers, and the selling of pasta on Saturday and Sunday. And by using this graph, by interpretation, you can easily find out that which particular dish, which particular food item has been increased number of plates, means number of selling has been increased here. You can find out easily. And one more thing that you have to keep in mind, scale you will definitely write here. This is a scale, that is 1 unit is equal to 5 people. And one more thing that is very, very important, that you will make a black box and write that items sold on Saturday. Fine. And we'll make one green box. This is items sold on Sunday. It is very important to mention, otherwise how anyone will understand that which one bar graph is for which day. Fine. So by this double bar graph, by using this double bar graph, you can easily compare data. You find out your whatever the shortcomings are there, whatever the problems are there, or whatever you increased, whatever you decreased, everything you can find out with the help of graph. and you can sort out the problems. So I hope you all understood and enjoyed. Thank you so much.